What if the story you've been told about aging is just plain wrong? The idea that aches, fatigue, mental fog, and weakness are inevitable after 60 isn't just disempowering. The science tells us it's not the full picture. We're conditioned to think that getting older means we have to slow down and accept a long, slow decline. But I'm here to tell you that your body and your brain are not destined to fail. They are designed to heal and grow stronger at any age. The secret isn't to fight aging with punishing workouts that hurt your joints and leave you drained. In fact, that approach can often create inflammation, which actually accelerates the aging process in the brain and body. The real key is to work with your body using intelligent movements that send powerful signals of regeneration to every cell. Today, we're going to forget the no pain, no gain myth for good. What if the secret to feeling younger and sharper after 60 wasn't some brutal gym routine, but 3 simple, gentle movements? I'm Dr. Daniel Amen. As a clinical neuroscientist, I've had the privilege of looking at over 200,000 brain scans. And what those scans have taught me is that you can restore your energy and sharpen your mind with just a few foundational exercises. You can start today, right in your living room. These aren't just random movements. They are scientifically shown to be the bedrock of longevity, independence, and cognitive vitality. They are the answer to the question so many of us ask, how can I feel young again without hurting myself? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will not only change how you think about exercise, it will change how you experience the rest of your life. This is a serious topic. It's bigger than your injury, and it will empower you to feel the rest of your life. Welcome. We're going to focus on one of the most important topics for anyone over 60. How to reclaim your strength, your energy, and your mental clarity. And this isn't based on opinion. It's grounded in decades of neuroscience and my core philosophy. What's good for your body is fantastic for your brain. I've shown time and time again through our brain imaging work that you are not stuck with the brain you have. You can make it better, and a better brain always means a better life. My advice on exercise often surprises people because it flies in the face of the high-intensity trend. I advocate for moderate, joint-friendly activities that build strength and coordination without creating stress and inflammation. The promise today is simple. I'm going to show you the 3 most essential joint-friendly exercises that align with this brain-healthy principle. These are the movements that science shows are the cornerstone of slowing age decline, restoring your physical power, and sharpening your most valuable asset, your mind. Before we get to the how, it's critical to understand the why. Why are these movements so powerful for your brain? It all comes down to a few core principles. First is blood flow. From all our brain scan work, we know that low blood flow is the #1 predictor of Alzheimer's disease. The right kind of exercise is the most effective way to boost blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your brain while helping to wash away toxins. Second, muscle mass is a critical predictor of how long you will live. One of the most important findings in aging research is the direct link between physical strength and brain health. Specifically, your leg strength is a powerful indicator of how your brain will age. A study in the journal Gerontology that followed twins for a decade found that the twin with stronger legs at the beginning of the study maintained their cognitive abilities and had a younger looking brain 10 years later. This is not a coincidence. When you use your large leg muscles, you send powerful signals to your brain that are essential for growing new brain cells. In fact, Other research shows that limiting weight-bearing leg activity can decrease the number of new neural stem cells by up to 70%. Third, and this is so important, is your functional independence. I always say that strength is your body's insurance policy against the unexpected. If you are strong, you are much less likely to fall and suffer a head injury, a devastating event for an older brain. Being able to get out of a chair, climb stairs, and carry groceries with ease isn't just about convenience. It's about protecting your brain and preserving your quality of life. So while activities I often recommend, like dancing or table tennis, are fantastic for brain-body coordination, the 3 exercises we're focusing on today are the foundational strength movements that allow you to do everything else safely and with confidence. They are the building blocks of a resilient, energetic, and cognitively sharp life after 60. Let's begin. The first, and I would argue the most important, exercise is the squat. Now, forget the image of a bodybuilder with a heavy barbell. The squat is simply the movement of sitting down and standing back up again. It is the single most fundamental movement for human independence. You do it dozens of times every single day. The problem is, if we don't consciously practice it, it gets harder with age. And when it gets harder, we start to avoid it, which creates a downward spiral of muscle loss and dependency. My research has shown a powerful truth. The stronger you are as you age, the healthier your brain is likely to be. And the biggest muscles in your body are in your legs and glutes. The very muscles that power the squat, strengthening them is directly linked to preserving your brain health and living longer. So how do we do this king of exercises safely? Let's start with a simple body weight squat. Stand with your feet just a bit wider than your shoulders, toes pointed slightly out. This gives you a stable base of support. Think of your feet as tripods. Feel the weight balance between your big toe, little toe, and heel. Now, start the movement by pushing your hips back, like you're reaching to sit in a chair that's just behind you. This hip hinge is the key to protecting your knees. As your hips go back, let your knees bend naturally. Keep your chest up and your back straight. It helps to find a spot on the wall in front of you and keep your eyes on it. This will help you keep a proud chest and a straight back. Lower yourself only as far as you can comfortably go with good form. Maybe that's a full squat where your thighs are parallel to the floor, or maybe it's just a few inches. That's fine. Your depth will improve over time. A controlled partial squat is far better than a sloppy deep one. Pause for a second at the bottom, then drive through your heels to stand back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top to finish the movement. This ensures you're engaging those powerful hip muscles that are so important for stability. Remember to breathe. Inhale on the way down and exhale as you push back up. Now, for many people, a bodyweight squat might feel unstable at first, and that is perfectly okay. The goal is always progress, not perfection. This leads us to the best variation for anyone starting out. The chair, sit to stand. Find a sturdy chair, like a dining chair. Sit on the front edge with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. The goal is to stand up without using your hands. You can cross your arms over your chest to keep them out of the way. Lean forward just a bit, tighten your stomach muscles, and push through your feet to stand all the way up. Then, the second half of the exercise is to sit back down with total control. Don't just collapse into the chair. Push your hips back and slowly lower yourself until you are seated. That controlled lowering or eccentric phase is incredibly important for building strength. If you need to use your hands to stand up, that's your starting point. Use the arms of the chair to help you. Over time, try to use them less. Maybe you go from 2 hands to 1 hand to just your fingertips. The goal is to gradually get stronger until you don't need them at all. How many? Start with 2 sets at 10 to 15 repetitions. Rest for about a minute between sets and aim to do this 3 times a week. This simple, safe movement strengthens your entire lower body, improves your balance, and directly translates to a more independent life, which is the very definition of functional, brain-healthy fitness. Our second essential exercise is the glute bridge. This move is the antidote to the problems caused by our modern sedentary lifestyle. Many of us spend hours a day sitting, which causes our powerful glute muscles to basically go to sleep. This is a condition some call gluteal amnesia. When your glutes aren't working properly, your lower back has to pick up the slack, which is a major reason so many people have chronic low back pain. The glute bridge specifically wakes up your glutes and teaches them to do their primary job, supporting your pelvis and your spine. This not only helps get rid of back pain, but also improves your posture and makes you more stable on your feet. From a brain health standpoint, a stable body helps prevent falls, which are a leading cause of traumatic brain injuries in older adults. This simple exercise is a powerful way to protect your body and your brain. Here's how to do it with perfect, safe form. Lie on your back on a comfortable surface. Bend your knees and put your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Your heels should be close enough that you can just touch them with your fingertips. Rest your arms by your sides with your palms down for a bit of extra support. Before you lift, gently flatten your lower back against the floor. This helps make sure you start the movement from your glutes, not by arching your back. Now, take a breath in. As you breathe out, push through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips up. Lift until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Be careful not to arch your back at the top. All the work should be in your glutes and the back of your legs. Hold the top position for 3 seconds. Really focus on that squeeze. Then slowly and with control, lower your hips back down to the floor. That's 1 rep. The biggest mistake people make is rushing. The magic here is in the slow, controlled activation. Think about the muscles you're working. If you feel your hamstrings cramping, your feet are probably too far from your body. If you feel it in your lower back, you're likely lifting too high and not squeezing your glutes enough. This exercise is incredibly safe and low impact. To start, aim for 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds between sets. As you get stronger, you can hold the top position for longer or even try a single leg version for an added stability challenge. By making the glute bridge part of your routine, you are directly addressing one of the most common complaints of aging, back pain, while building a stronger, more stable foundation for every other activity in your life. Our third foundational exercise is the wall push-up. People over 60 often forget about upper body strength, but it's absolutely critical for your daily life. Think about pushing open a heavy door, lifting a bag out of the car, or most importantly, being able to push yourself up if you fall. Upper body and core strength are non-negotiable for safety and independence. A traditional push-up on the floor can be hard on the wrists and shoulders. The wall push-up gives you all the benefits without that strain. It's a fantastic way to safely build strength in your chest, shoulders, arms, and core. From a brain health perspective, a healthy body is a system. Weakness in one part creates a vulnerability for the whole system. By keeping your upper body strong, you're completing this trifecta of functional fitness that supports an active, vibrant life and protects your brain. Here's how to do the perfect wall push-up. Stand facing a clear, sturdy wall. Place your hands on the wall, a little wider than your shoulders and at about chest height. Point your fingers up or slightly out, whatever feels best for your wrists. Step your feet back from the wall so your body is on an angle. The further you step back, the harder it gets. Start with a small angle. Your body must stay in a straight, rigid line from your head to your heels. Don't let your hips sag. Tighten your core by pulling your belly button toward your spine. Now bend your elbows and slowly lower your chest toward the wall. Keep your elbows tucked at about a 45-degree angle, not flared way out to the side. This protects your shoulders. Go as far as you comfortably can, maybe until your nose is close to the wall. Pause for a second, then push back to the start, keeping that strong, straight body line. Breathing is simple. Inhale as you lower yourself and exhale as you push away from the wall. The best thing about the wall push-up is how easily you can adjust it. To make it easier, just move your feet closer to the wall. To make it harder, step your feet further back. You can also slow it down, taking 3 or 4 seconds to lower your body to build even more strength. Start with 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetition. As always, perfect form is more important than the number of reps. Doing this 2 or 3 times a week will make a huge difference in your upper body strength, making dozens of daily tasks feel easier and safer. So there you have it. The 3 foundational exercises that the science points to for helping you feel younger and stronger after 60. The squat, the glute bridge, and the wall push-up. Let's quickly recap why this simple routine is so powerful for your brain and body. This squat, especially as a chair sit to stand, rebuilds your leg strength. We know this is a top predictor of cognitive health and helps ensure your independence. The glute bridge wakes up your body's biggest muscles to protect your lower back, improve your posture, and build the stability you need to prevent dangerous falls. The wall push-up safely builds the upper body and core strength you need for daily tasks, completing the picture of a fully functional and resilient body. Together, these 3 movements create a complete joint-friendly routine you can do at home, you don't need any equipment, and you can start at any fitness level. The most important thing to remember is that it is never too late. You have the power to make your body and your brain better. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency. If you commit to this simple routine just a few times a week, you will send a powerful signal of health and vitality through your entire body. You'll feel more energetic, you'll notice your mind feels sharper, and you will regain a sense of physical confidence you may have thought was gone for good. You are not defined by your age. You are defined by the daily habits you practice. Start today. If you found this helpful and you're ready to take control of your health, please subscribe for more science-backed tips to help you live a stronger, sharper, and longer life. And I would love to hear from you. Which of these 3 exercises are you going to start with? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your plan can be a powerful first step and can inspire someone else to start their journey. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. Here's to your health, both for your body and your brain.